Hey, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect who was in this gospel bride, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just slack your shit. A quick lesson through the spirit. I was kind of going through this briefly last night. This from the Carnegie Empowerment for International Peace. This is a global protest tracker, okay? We went over this slightly last night, but just a thorough look into it. This goes into every country that's currently facing what they call an insurrection as we speak, going back into year 2018. This is based on a C-19. Then you got the particular violence, and you got all of them, okay? You click on all, then this give you every, or for the most part, all these particular issues that these other nations are experiencing, due to the global destabilization of their economies. Right now, we're in the midst of a diesel shortage, okay? And I actually looked some of these things up. It says U.S. diesel crunch means it's time to stock up on food. Here's what the Rich Dad Poor Dad author and 5 experts are warning as fuel runs short. And the reason why I bring that up is because, actually speaking, when you go into this article here, let me find it again. You go into this article, you know that the C-19 and also the rising prices protest, you know that they all go hand in hand, okay? Because this says here, this is Albania, rising prices protest, which is inflation. It deals with inflation, and by us having a countrywide, mainly on the eastern coast, of a fuel shortage, that's going to trickle on down to the Midwest, to the South, to the western hemisphere of the country, and it's going to slow down a lot of jobs and a lot of economic growth, because for the simple fact, GDP is not growing, gross domestic product, and then you have inflation that's at like a 9.5%, okay? And then also the fuel supply shortages, which is pretty much the bloodline to America's infrastructure when it comes to commerce and traffic, okay? Because, hey, majority of these blue-collar jobs and these going green jobs, they deal with these particular vehicles and trucks that you're going to need diesel fuel in order to power your vehicles, man. Like the job I work, only thing they use is diesel because they haven't converted over to natural energy. But even then, natural gas, there's a shortage in that shit because all of it goes hand in hand, you see? But see, I wonder why they wasn't telling people at work about this. Well, they wasn't speaking on it because they don't want people to, to panic, and they don't want people to lose hope. But somewhere, form or fashion, usually when companies are getting ready to do mass layoffs, they tell people like at the last minute, sometimes a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, but sometimes they give you the notice that goddamn day. They say, well, look, we're going to have to furlough the whole company, let's say for 6 months. And then, just depending on the stability of the company, we're going to start calling our seniors back first, whoever's had the longevity with the company, seniority. Okay, and I can foresee that happening where I'm at, because they prided themselves on never laying off and never losing work and all this other shit. Because like when I first got hired, they was trying to sell me under the pitch of, well, we have out-of-town work, it's constantly growing. I'm like, dude, I ain't trying to go out of town. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I wasn't in the truth and I didn't have to go out every week and teach the word, then I wouldn't mind traveling, making the extra money, because it just be me. But retrospect, I'm not really interested, but nonetheless, man, this place is getting ready to break down, and these protesters are a telltale sign of that, and Yahweh Shai himself prophesied at these particular times. Okay, so it says time span has been going on for about a week, rapid increase in food and fuel prices. Okay, it says motivation, frustration with high poverty and low wages, and perceived government inaction, because people, they're losing faith in their government. But see, the government never was there for the people's best interest anyway, okay? Because the government was supposed to act as a mediator between a higher powers to be in the people, which most people believe the government to be a higher power, and which it is. But you have a shadow government, which is known as a global cabal as well, okay? And it's no coincidence that this dingbat demon Evan Rothschild gave up the spirit today, allegedly at 91 years old, which I won't say I'm upset, but I'm a little salty, because these fuckers got to live their life without any type of harm. They live their life in peace. They live their life rich, wealthy. Okay, they never seen the sword. They never seen poverty, and they've been living a life like they had the perfect life, man. Okay, but see, the good thing about that is that we're gonna get them back in the kingdom. because hey, they're gonna be our first batch of slaves, man. And I see why the Most High is picking these devils off, because what would be the point of putting a 91-year-old devil in captivity and to keep him going? He's not gonna make it. So the Most High need fresh slaves, man. Because you'll ask yourself, and it'll piss you off, like, wait a minute, these people have committed all sorts of evil in this world, but yet they get to live in peace and prosper and die in peace while we're catching all types of hell. No. Most High have a more sinister plan for them, okay? But anyway, you going back to Albania, okay, which goes into the police violence and protests. It says the fatal shooting of Kalodian Rasha by an officer enforcing the coronavirus curfew, right? See, and these particular lockdowns and restrictions, hey, they're just going to intensify, man. Why? Because now they're talking about PD number 2, okay? It says motivations goes into concerns about excessive force being used by law enforcement. It says to impose strict C-19 measures, okay? Outcomes, no policy leadership change in response to protests. Let's find a more recent one. Economic crisis in Argentina, beautiful. It says the government's adoption of interventionist policies to curb rising prices for agricultural goods, rising inflation across many sectors, okay? And this is the point, because people are fed up with the bullshit. They're tired of being lied to. They feel like they're being deprived of their wages, their living. They feel like they're working more than what they're living, okay? Because in certain countries, you have what they call a work-lifestyle balance, but now everybody just work, with the wages remaining stagnant. Because out of the 9 to 10% inflation, wages has only increased 4 to 5%, which means you have a 4% gap that still needs to be filled in order for you to sustain some type of living. So if inflation, let's say if inflation went up 10%, 10 more percent, then they need to raise the wages by 15%. That way you have that 5% to fall back on in case of a hard day. You see what I'm saying? But Esau doesn't think like that because, hey, he's an oppressor of the people, okay? But it says, frustration with high tax rates and persistently high inflation, okay, trigger the government's adoption of interventionist policies to curb rising prices for agricultural goods, rising inflation across many sectors, and outcomes. Economy Minister Martin Guzman resigned, and he was replaced by Sylvia Becken. She resigned after 1 month and was replaced by Sergio Massa, which they're all going to do the same thing. Okay, that's the whole point. These people, they're going to do the same thing. Like today, you got these stupid, dumb Jakes. I voted, I got my voter sticker. You don't even know who you voting for one day. You don't know who these people are. You don't research them. You don't know what their ideas, what their agendas are. You don't know. But you go down there because your stupid ass mothers and grandmothers say go down there and put on a I voted badge sticker. And most of you stupid dumb Negroes are gonna fucking vote Democrat again and not understanding at a surface level the Democrats are the reason why you in this predicament now. You know? Like, I remember, man, a long time ago, man, I used to engage in that bullshit, man. I remember we used to go down to the we used to go to my old elementary school and vote. I'm fucking simple ass mother, man. She'll go vote for such and such and such and such. In the back of my mind, I'm like, do you even know these people? Do you even know what they entail? Do you know what their agendas are? Well, no, but he's a Democrat. And so what? You know, but that's Jake, man. That's why the scriptures say, woe to you that trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. You put your trust in the people that cannot deliver you. All right? But, hey, beautiful, man, because, hey, we ain't part of the folly, you know. But this is the book of 2nd Esdras 9:1. And it reads, and it says, and he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I've told thee before. Measure the time carefully, man, meaning pay attention. Look around you. Watch the news, man. Okay, engage in these things. Pay attention to the prophecies. Read the scripts. Pray. Ask the Most High to open your mind to more information, man. You know, and take interest in what you're doing. Okay? Take interest into what you're doing. Indulge in it. And it's a constant thing. You know? Now, certain brothers have a little bit more leisure time than others to really get overly indulged in it. You know, those you brothers that work from home. Hey, that's a blessing because you're able to really, you know, especially if you got a job that you kind of sit around and look up things and read. You got a computer. Man, if I had that type of time, man, shit, hey, I would love it. But unfortunately, I don't have that type of time. But you got to do what you got. You got to do what you're given to do, man. You know, for all you guys out there, you scoffers and you scorners, man, you coming against the ministry. You know, like you, big thing is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. I want to see how many of you Israelites out there are going to come forth and issue an apology specifically to the men of the great millstone, starting with the apostles and elders first when they implement this whole thing. Because this is what these protesters and what this is what this world is gearing to. towards, should I say, the mark of the beast, the MOTB. This is what they're gonna. This is what they're gearing towards. Okay. Fuck. He started his damn truck up. And it says, when thou shalt understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand. It didn't say understand, it said thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Because, hey, didn't the scripture say that since the beginning of time, the Most High spake through his holy prophets? Okay, declaring an end from the beginning. Okay, and that's what the Most High wrote in the scripts, man. You know? And it says, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. So even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and works, endings and powerful works, endings and effects and signs, okay? We had a blood moon today, which this devil tried to block out. But hey, nonetheless, the prophecies are going to still come to pass. Why? Because like I said, Jake is getting our work early today to vote for a bunch of people they don't know nothing about. Because we're in midterm season now. So basically, this is going to be determined on if the Republicans or the Democrats keep the House or the Republicans take it. And the way that this guy Biden is moving, it ain't looking too good for the Democrat Party. You know, though you still have a Democratic president, but you're going to have a Republican House, a Senate mainly. And they're going to replace that, man. And there's going to be even more division because now they're going to have certain policies that's going to scrutinize other policies, and they're going to cause major turmoil and major infighting among these government of politics and ethics, man. Okay? So that's why the scriptures say those that have an ear, let them hear. So let's get another precept. Let's go to the book of Revelation, the 6th chapter, and then start at verses 5. Because a lot of the protesters are gearing around this precept here. Revelation 6 and 5, it says here. And he went, matter of fact, let's start at verses 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And who is that red horse? That red horse is no more than Esau, Edom, a.k.a. the so-called white man, the red boy, the white boy, the Caucasian, the cracker, the hunky, okay, the Yankee. That's who it's talking about. And it says, was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, and this sword that you see, this military might, okay, his lies, his deceit, his witchcraft, all that consists of a sword, man. Okay, and he's using it, and he's going to use it to his benefit because, hey, the scriptures say in Revelation 12 and 12 that the devil has come down you having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth he have but a short time. So he's going to utilize every aspect and every inch of that sword to get you Jakes, man, because this is his final go around to cut our people off from the birthright, man, which it was given to us through the Spirit anyway. We inherited, man. Okay? And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And beheld a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see that thou hurt not the oil and the wine, which the oil and the wine represents his truth in the elect, man. Okay? The pair of balances is going into the yokes of iron, the slavery, the captivity. And also the measure of wheat for a penny, your inflation, man. Okay? So things are getting ready to go up. Like they say, butter is at an all-time high. For a stick of a pack of butter, $3-4 man. Dollar General stores, Dollar Tree stores, and now the $1.25 store. So you're paying a quarter on every dollar that you spend. You're paying a quarter on it. You're paying 25% on it, man. You see? So, hey, man, this place is getting ready to fall. And you people, you put your hope in these politics. What you're seeing today is basically a bunch of people that's losing hope. Okay? And they're still depending on the people that never had their best best interest. And I'm talking about you Negro, Latino, and Native American. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to be a detriment to you. Why? Because the Most High is going to return it upon your own head. All right? One more precept, and I'm going to end it here, man. Look like we finna get started. But this is the book of Revelation. 2nd Esdras 13. And I'm going to start at verses... 2nd Esdras 13. And I'm going to start at verses 29. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. Okay, we're in them days of deliverance, brothers, man. That's why things are getting harder. That's why we're being scrutinized more. That's why demons are attacking us more, man. You know, like a demon attacked me in my sleep last night, you know. But hey, through the spirit, hey, you know, we prayed, we prevailed, and that's the end of the story, man. And as time progresses, we get stronger, these demons get stronger, but we got to overcome that. It's to the point that one demonic attack should stop your shine, man. Okay? And it says, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. Right. So let's go into the word astonishment, because it goes into basically being surprised. Okay? Shit. Let's go to astonishment. Astonishment definition. Yep, she looked at him, great surprise. People are going to be surprised at the hell they're getting ready to catch, man. All right. And it says here, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, man. Okay. And that's the point, because by the time Yahweh Shai gets here, there's going to be a lot of fighting here, man. Okay. So that's the point we want to make. But anyway, I'm going to end it here, giving all praises and glory and honor. That's BT How about Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and Abba. Shalom.